Hello there. This is a video as part of Refugee Week 2020, the theme of which is Imagine. And I'm joining in as a writer of fiction and poetry and also a creative writing tutor. I'm going to lead you in a short creative writing exercise today based on the idea of creative transformation. You might have seen my video of my poetry sequence, Modern Mythic Metamorphoses, in which I take some of the myths of Ovid written 2,000 years ago and I update them for the modern day, seeing if I can change things for the better. So I'm going to ask you to have a go at this. It's a technique that's been used in fiction from the very beginning of writing, and including things like 1001 Arabian Nights, Roald Dahl, his story The Magic Finger, in which a family who don't show much compassion are turned into ducks, up to Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, in which scary things are transformed into ridiculous things. So there's a long history of using this technique, and it's very powerful. So for the purposes of this exercise, I encourage you to enter an entirely positive, uplifting, and empowering space in your imagination. So taking, for example, my poem From the Sequence, in which the hunters mysteriously disappear, I decided that the hunters who were trying to kill endangered species would actually be transformed into the animal they were hunting. In this way, the animals were protected, and equally their environments were protected, and lots of other animals benefited. So there was one change, but lots of positive effects. So I'm going to ask you to enter the sovereign territory of your imagination, in which you have the ultimate power. You decide what changes and what happens, and give your imagination free rein. Dream big. So, starting out with the exercise, I want you to think of a person or situation that you really want to change. Could be someone who lives near you, somebody on the other side of the world, even a historical character, or a situation that is creating suffering in the world. Write that person or thing down, and once you've done that, think about what you want to change them into. What are they going to become? How are they going to be transformed? Write that down too. Now you've got your 2 points in your story or poem, I'd like you to spend about 10 or 15 minutes writing a description of the transformation and the outcome of it. What happens after the person or situation is transformed? Are there any unintended consequences, or is it entirely positive? Now, sometimes writing happens really quickly and it all comes together quite easily, and sometimes, more often than not, it needs more work. So spend as much time as you feel is necessary to get your story or poem into the right form for you. If you'd like to share it with us, that would be absolutely wonderful. I'd love to see what you come up with. Now, on the resources, which will be posted next to this video, you will find my email address and 2 different websites you can post your work on. There's no obligation to send or share anything, but if you'd like to, we would be happy to share it on social media. So I look forward to seeing what you create, what changes you make, and how your world, in your imagination, is better. Thank you for watching.